intellectual leader in this particular subject. How was your journey? How did you change here?
Well, it's hard for me to change because I grew up in the time of black nationalism, and I was a brother. I had my afro. I was soulful. I was from the hood. My daddy was a jazz musician. He was struggling, but my father was always a humanist. So through the 70s, I sat in barbershop after barbershop with him defending humanism and white people back when that was not the vibe. We have been victims of so much racism. And I mean, for me, I'm not even gonna go into my personal story because there are many stories, but I took it very hard. And it took me up until I was in my mid-20s until I could actually listen to enough of the wiser of the elders who were saying, you can't solve the problem of sectarianism and tribalism by being a tribalist. And then it was hard because a lot of my viewpoint was coming from the desire for a certain type of revenge and of anger, having been abused and mistreated on all levels of the society. Because for someone like me, I had a kind of an acuity. So I could put together more of just what was going on. And I think that over years, talking to the greats of jazz, white and black, Jerry Mulligan has passed away, but he and I used to have very heated conversations about race. And he gave me the respect of the truth of his opinion. And it allowed us to get to a certain type of understanding, which was not just, I'm white, so I'm gonna be quiet and let you tell me how mad you are, white folk. When I teach my students, I'm very direct about racial things. And I don't really know Unique like I know you, Matthias. So we just actually met. I love him and respect his artistry, of course. But you and I are talking now, and it's a public conversation. But I'm not talking to you any differently than I would have talked to you 20 years ago. So I don't have to change really my attitude about it, and I don't. But I have to say that for my institution, I wrote a statement that when I put it out, the younger people who I teach started calling me and saying, man, this statement, y'all need to redo this statement. Because I gave a universal kind of humanist statement that was not addressing the specific problem of the police violence in this instance. Now, these are kids that I taught. They're 28, 25, 22. Hey, I'm 58. And then my staff started to go berserk. They're writing and calling, man, you got to take this statement down. You have to this, you have to that. For an older leader, you have to sit back and follow your young leadership. So at that time, I went through the process of listening to what they were saying. We redid this statement and we put another statement up. The statement we put up doesn't go against the statement I had originally, but it's more specific. And I think for us, as we get older, we have to adjust. We have to make space, and we have to allow younger people to live lives too and be a part of the democratic process and listen to what they say and try to understand how, and even though nothing my younger people are saying goes against what I'm saying, it's a tone. I'm not on social media. So I don't know how people are reading things. And in this instance, it helped me to change, listen to my young leadership and make the changes. They made the changes that they wanted to see. And I was fine with that because of the trust and love I have for them that's been built up for many over years since they were 12 or 13 years old.
Wynton, you're always learning, and that's one of the inspirational things about you. I'm sure I'd love to hear Yannick's reaction towards what you've been saying. I'll just hand